When we're young, we have an amazing, positive outlook about how great life is going to be, but somewhere along the line, we forget to dream and end up settling. Join Up Dots features amazing people who refuse to give up and chose to go after their dreams. This is your blueprint for greatness. So here's your host, live from the back of his garden in the UK, David Ralph.
Yes, hello there, good morning and welcome to Join Up Dots. This is me, this is Join Up Dots, and this is the podcast which is the number one motivational podcast. Yes, little hobbit, the motivational podcast that is Join Up Dots. So how are we doing? How are we doing out there? Are we rocking and rolling? Because it's Friday today. So some of you are going to be having an amazing weekend. Some of you are going to be working. Let us know what you're up to, because at the moment, as you're listening to this, I'm actually on vacation. Yes, that doesn't mean that you can come around and burgle my house, but I am actually on vacation at the moment. I am in the Isle of Wight in the United Kingdom, a place that I've never ever been before, and I'm exploring. So if anyone sees somebody that looks vaguely like me and they think, isn't he? It probably is. Although you don't know what I look like more often than not. But you will do soon, because the new website's coming along and there's photos galore. There's photos of me in every single position. So how are you doing? Are you rocking and rolling? It's lovely in the United Kingdom at the moment. We've had 2 weird weekends. Last weekend, it was atrocious. It was terrible weather. Weekend before that, it was glorious weather. It was shorts and sandals, and I was walking around with my firm buttocks and my granite-like abs shown to the world. Now, actually, my buttocks, I kept them. I don't know why I say these things. My mouth kind of runs away, and my brain catches up. But by that time, it's recorded and it's out there. I don't go back and change things. So a couple of weeks ago, was it a couple of weeks ago or was it last week? It was last week, wasn't it? We had the world's biggest podcast prize ever. Yep, I was giving away a podcast prize of nearly $4,000, and I was going to bring it to an end this week, but we're still getting people that are stumbling across the show and then dropping in responses. So I'm going to keep that going for another week or so. So if you know anybody out there who has got a business and they want to learn how to podcast and really have a successful podcast, bringing customers and profile and exposure into their life, then get them to, all they've got to do is basically guess the tune that I was gargling, which I won't do again. They've got to go back and listen to the episode, and then iTunes review, send a screenshot through to us, and we will put you in the draw. And we've got quite a few. It's funny, you kind of think, yeah, if you give such a big prize away, then loads of people are going to do it, but not generally. You can sort of put some really nice stuff together and people don't really sort of get involved in it. This one seems to have taken the imagination, captured the imagination. You don't take the imagination, do you? They've captured it, and now they are coming through, 5 or 6, 7 or 8 a day. So there's quite a few people in the draw, but you've still got another week. So we're going to draw that to an end and share it with whoever. And I will teach them one-on-one, me, live, reaching out with my hands to actually teach you how to podcast. But today's show is about some very, very quick questions, and I sent it out to our email list on one of the groups that I maintain, and I just said, one-line questions, just one-line questions, and I will bash them out like Rafa Nadal. You throw them at me and I will whack them back with my forehand straight to you. And we didn't get that many, actually. We got 5 of them, but they're quite good questions. So this is going to be a very short episode, which is all right, because you've got nearly 1,000 other episodes of Join Up Dots to go back after all. And so we're going to start with Eric. Eric said, what to do when you don't know what to do. So I assume that he's doing something in his life and he's a bit confused. And the answer to that, Eric, I think, is don't do anything. I now think that if you force it, then it's not going to work. You just get a kind of rubbish version of what you wanted in the first place. And now I've learned from experience when I just can't think of what to do and I've just got like too much around me and it's just kind of you're flicking from this screen to that screen or whatever you're doing. It could be jobs externally when you look at your garden and you think to yourself, oh, I've got so much to do. Should I trim that bush or should I go with the lawn and stuff? Just walk away from it. Just walk away from it and you will gain clarity. It's that moment when you're going, oh, did you get that? Do I need to do it again? Went a little bit like Jimmy Savile there, but we don't want to get involved in that kind of thing. I can do a good Jimmy Savile impression, but my kids won't let me anymore. That only means something to the people in the United Kingdom and not worldwide, and it's not a good thing. But you know when you can do something really, really good, and you can't do it anymore because that person has turned into a bad person. It was one of my best impressions. It was. I've been doing it for years, but I won't do it. See, I've got quality control. At the moment, I have got quality control. My chip has flicked in and has stopped me taking it too far. But it's a burning desire. It's a burning desire. Okay, so what to do when you don't know what to do? It's just don't do anything. Just walk away, leave it. It will be there when you get back and then you can make a decision. And while you're away down the pub or walking through the fields or making love on a beach, you can just think about things and you can think, that's what I need to do. I will just do that one thing. And so I do that a lot in Join Up Dots as we're building new products and building new email marketing lists and the new website and everything. There's times that I think, oh my God, I just don't know what to do. And so I don't do anything. I just walk away. Okay, Eric, hopefully that answers your question. Okay, how do you deal with disappointment? Right, that one is from Teresa. Now, Teresa has asked that, how do you deal with disappointment? I think with disappointment, you have to be chemically designed to not suffer with disappointment. I'm a very level playing field kind of guy. When I have something really exciting in my life, I'm kind of, yeah, okay, that's good. If I achieve something amazing, I don't really feel anything amazing. I just kind of plow on to the next thing. So I'm not a peaks and troughs kind of guy. So my disappointments aren't too low and my achievements aren't too high. I'm just kind of where I am, which is kind of disappointing because sometimes you achieve something really good and people go, oh, what are you going to do? What are you going to do to celebrate? And I think, oh, I don't know. I'll just do something else. Just do something else. So I do think chemically there must be some kind of imbalance that makes people feel more to disappointments and failures than other people. But certainly when I have had disappointments, when I've had failures, all I do, Teresa, is just think, okay, I can learn from that. Now, I've said this a few times on the show, but there was a book that I read and it's called The Secrets of a Millionaire's Mind, and there was one line in it, and this guy was desperate to be successful, and no matter what he did, he wasn't successful. And he said to this millionaire, you know, can you help me? And the guy said, yeah, no problem at all. You don't know enough about the system. You don't know enough about what you're doing. And he was annoyed because he thought he was going to get like the key to the door. But I think with disappointment, you just have to look at it and go, okay, I need to learn more. I thought I knew enough. I thought it was good enough, but it's not. And I go back over Join Up Dots and I can see why products didn't work. I can see why sales funnels didn't work. There's always more learning involved. So if you can take that disappointment and just think to yourself, okay, didn't work, but I need to learn, I need to work harder at it, then that's how I do it. That's how I do it. Okay. Oh, let's clear me throat. This isn't going to be the gargle game, but I needed to take some water. Right, okay. What's your fave bit of the show? Right, okay. I don't know if that's the fave bit of the show or the fave bit of doing the whole show. So I'm going to say the whole show. What's the fave bit of doing the whole show? I think it's connecting with you listeners. Beyond anything, when I get a message through, and fortunately I get quite a lot of messages through Facebook or email, and somebody has taken the time to reach out and told me a little bit about their life and their struggles and why the show has helped them or changed their life, or just, you know, it's when somebody reaches out to you. I think that's my favourite thing, because you realise there's somebody listening. Your words are going into their ears and they're making a difference. And we do a lot in the online environment that doesn't come back to us. It's just like blast it out, blast it out, blast it out. And you don't know really, other than sort of downloads and stuff, that anyone's listening. And it's a truth that you get more horrible things said to you than the nice things. People don't often say nice things. But when you do, that's my favourite bit, when somebody has made the effort to send us an email or send us a message on Facebook, and we always try to respond. I love that bit. What do you hate about the show? Right, I think that's the same person asking two questions, but I'll let you off on that. What do you hate about the show? What do I hate about the show? Ooh, right. The admin. Yeah, two things. I hate the admin. There's a lot of admin, and I could outsource it to somebody, and I should do really. But it's that kind of stuff that I'm so good at doing it now. I can do it really, really quickly. So I just spend a couple of hours and I sort of get it done. But you know, when you think to yourself, "Oh, got to do that," that's a bit flat. And I do hate guests. Not all guests, but guests that don't turn up. If I'm there prepared, ready to rock and roll and record an episode, and I get a message that just says something like, I had one the other day, running behind. And then I had another one the next day, running behind. That's a bit rubbish. You prioritise, you get things sorted. If you're going to do something, you're going to do something. And I hate letting anyone down. I did let down a guy the other day called Robert Rundle. I do apologise again, Robert. I really do. He booked some time with me. It didn't sync up on my calendar, so I didn't see it until he sent a message through to me saying, David, you pig, you said you was going to be here and I will hunt you down. He doesn't talk like that, and he's a lovely guy as well. So, but that's how I felt. I felt in there because I wasn't ready for him. I should have been there. So yeah, I think that's the bit I hate most of all. Guests who are desperate to come on the show, and then at the very last minute they cancel, and I've done all the research, I've done all the preparation by that time, so that's a little bit rubbish. Okay, and the last question is from Jonathan. Where are you heading? Right, that is interesting because Join Up Dots has just turned 4. And so it's more than a toddler now. And the first year was very much about me recording shows and getting better at it. The second year was just trying to find better ways of doing it. The third year is more about me becoming the personal brand. So we are building Join Up Dots TV. Because I was very aware there was a lot of time that you would come across to the show and there was very little about me on it at all. And more often than not, that's what you listen to. You listen to the person and the content, and hopefully it connects somehow and inspires you through. So we are getting more of me into it. We're going to build Join Up Dots TV, where you can send messages in and we will deal with them live on the show. We're also building a team of business experts that will fast track people. So we will have web designers, we'll have LinkedIn marketing guys, we'll have confidence coaches, all these kind of people that are trusted and reputable. And if you need help in your business, you'll know that they're the right people to go for, because I have actually tested them out. I know them to be good. So it's a kind of like inner Google we're building on. So there's a lot to be had in the 4th year, but of course you just have to do it as you do it and bring it on when you can bring it on. So that's where I'm heading. I'm heading more about myself becoming a personal brand, more back to the person I was before I turned on the microphone, where I used to stand up in front of people. So we're going to have, as I say, the TV, we're going to have a YouTube channel, we're going to have all the kind of things that makes it more personable and hopefully allows you guys to connect with us and know that we're a team of people that want to help you. We're a team that is inspired to turn 1 million people across the world into a success story that will send ripples across the world. That's what we're aiming for, and it's all got to start from a certain point. So, very short episode today, because, hey, I'm not here. But until the next time, we will, of course, be telling you who is the winner of the world's biggest podcast prize ever. I won't once again be doing my Jimmy Savile impression, although it's a good one, it's a really good one, but I will see you again later. So thank you so much for being here. And on the 14th of May 2018 at 8 o'clock in the evening, Greenwich Mean Time, London time, I will be doing a live podcasting masterclass. So if you want to find out more about how I'm doing it behind the scenes, you can jump over to podcastersmastery.com and just book a place, and I will be there live in front of you, showing you how it's all done and how you can create huge success as well. So that's the 14th of May 2018. But until that time, we will see you again. Look after yourselves. Cheers, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.
That's the end of Join Up Dots. You've heard the conversation. Now it's time for you to start taking massive action. Create your future, create your life. It's the only life you've got. And we'll be back again real soon. Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots. Join Up Dots.